Hello, Renegade Tribe. It's Acacia, and it's June. I don't really know what day of the week it is, so I mean it's Thursday, but I don't know the number. And I'm really excited that you're here. So, few little housekeeping things. Let me see if it will let me. Hold on, pin myself so Megan, everybody sees you. Okay. So a few little housekeeping things, and then we will get started with. Is that any better? Okay, yeah. So what's coming up? Shaun Week is coming up. It starts on Monday. Friday, which is tomorrow, starts the 3-day refresh in the Renegade Tribe. If you're going to join in on that, that's fabulous. If you aren't joining in on that, I highly suggest you join in on our 3-day detox. So I'm going to post about that in the tribe tonight. And it's not really a detox. It's a kind of like a 3-day don't indulge in wine, caffeine, or sugar, processed foods. It's kind of like just a 3-day, get the crap out of your system. Okay. So basically we are going to try and match what they're doing in the 3-day refresh, not vegan style, but just super clean eating for 3 days. So, we feel their pain and can come alongside them and be like, you could do it. I know what it's like to have no coffee in the morning. Anyway, so I highly suggest you do that and be doing that in the group and posting about it and cheering everybody on. So there's that. Then on Monday, we're starting Shaun Week. Whatever program you are on, I highly, highly, highly suggest you just put it on pause and do Shaun Week, okay? And I'm asking or reminding you to put it out there and invite people can join in our Beachbody On Demand group in the Challenge Tracker app. They can join in. We're having a 2-week group. Well, it's kind of 2-week. Started yesterday. I'm just now adding people. Alyssa's kind of running it, but we'll all take all of the leaderish coaches. But if you have people in there and you want to take a day, that's great. Take a day to schedule it in, and you're just going to be tracking. We're offering them different days to so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, different workouts that they can try with Beachbody On Demand. And then Monday they do Shaun Week, and they do that for a week, and then a couple of days after. So basically our goal is just offer a lot of value ahead of time now that they only have that 2-week trial, and then that they're going to get a taste of what it's like, and they're going to want to keep going, and they'll move into getting upgrading to a challenge pack. Okay, so that's kind of your goal, and that's a great group to offer a lot of value. So if you have been kind of on the fence, or you want to maybe invite, but you're really nervous about asking people to pay for something, which you shouldn't be nervous because it's an amazing value. But say you're just still nervous because it's kind of hard in the beginning, and I get it. I remember asking, you're like, oh my gosh, that's it's a little nerve wracking. So if that's kind of where you're at, this is fantastic. It's free, right? So invite everybody. Anybody and everybody you can think of. You can even kind of, not super cold invite, but if you have warm, lukewarmish market, maybe there's somebody that's been on your radar and you haven't personally messaged them, but you've maybe been talking a little bit or interacting with pages, and you're like, I just really have been wanting to invite her, but I just can't get up my courage. This is a great time because you're not asking them to commit to anything. You can say something like, hey girl, I've really been wanting to invite you, but I just, I don't know what's been holding you back. Anyway, I have this 2-week free group that's going on. It just got started. I would love to have you in it. It's about XYZ. And then, just kind of put it out there and say, what do you think? Is this something you're interested in? Always end it with a question. Don't ever end it with a let me know, because they're not going to let you know. We're all busy. You want to end it with a question. Like, hey, is this something you're interested in? And if they're like, yeah, then you can send them a little bit more info. If they leave you hanging, don't get your feelings hurt. A lot of us moms read something and leave people hanging because we forget. I mean, it happens all the time. Or even if you're not a mom, we get distracted. We've got a gnat size attention span these days. So it happens, right? So don't feel like don't take it super personal. Like, oh my gosh, she read it and then she didn't answer me, so now she hates me. Like, she might have just gotten distracted. So even then, you can send them another message that says, like in a day or so, hey girl, I saw that you read the message, but I know how distracted the kids can be, or I know how distracted life can get, or whatever. I just wanted to follow up with you. If that's not anything you're interested in, I totally get it, but I just wanted to make sure. You know, now if she leaves you hanging a second time, take it super personal, never be her friend again. No, I'm just like, don't do that. But just, you know, like, it just happens. Just take it as I always remember, okay, so when I was a kid, I had a friend and she was super confrontational. So if she felt like she would never say no, not because she just wouldn't. So if I were to send her this message and it wasn't something that she wanted to do, instead of just being like me and being like, hey girl, thanks so much for thinking of me, it's not really something I'm interested in right now, because that would be my response. Her response would be silence, because she would feel bad to tell me no, so she would tell me nothing. And that's just who she is. And it's not because she doesn't still love me, or because she's just so non-confrontational that just even saying no is just too hard. Okay, so like, if they don't answer you a second time, just keep interacting with them. Don't worry about it, because those people come around. I've gotten messages from people saying, hey, are you still doing that thing? Actually, I'm not going to mention who she is, but there's a girl in the Fit Club right now who is like borderline coaching, and I talked to her, and I think she left me hanging for like half a year and then messaged me back and said, hey, are you still doing that thing? And I was like, yeah, I'm still doing that thing. She's like, I think I'm ready. I'm like, okay. And she's been doing awesome. So like, it just happens. So don't take it personal, but put yourself out there, be brave, know that every single face that you see on this call right now, somebody was brave. Somebody invited that person, whether it was a post or a personal message. I can guarantee most of it comes from a personal message. They've been seeing those posts, maybe liking those posts, but more than likely somebody sent them a personal message that said, hey, I'd love for you to do this with me. And it's scary, but just be brave and put it out there. Okay, so that's something to note. Okay. So I think that was everything for Shaun Week. Is that everything, girls? Anything else? Did I miss anything? Okay, so let's talk real quick about the leader retreat, the girls retreat, the Renegade Tribe retreat. So it was a diamond only retreat, and me and the Almost Diamonds have been chatting, and I really just want to open it up for everybody. So I'm going to unmute, and then you can remute, and maybe I'm going to unmute. Okay, you're all unmuted, so if you get crazy background, you can remute yourself. So I kind of put this out there in our Diamond Pushers thread, and I kind of just wanted to say and see what you think. Okay, so here's the deal. Qualifying for the 2-star quarterly bonus is what I was going to use to pay for the retreat. So didn't qualify for that because we dropped 2-star as a team, which is, you know, it happens. It's not the end of the world. But I don't have that extra money. But I still would love to, like, get to have the retreat. That just means that everybody has to pay for their, like, part in the retreat. Does that make sense? Okay, so the goal is to get an Airbnb at a pretty good price. And I think that's doable. Yes, Ashley, we think we got enough of a hookup that we can make that happen. You can fly Spirit, and we'll look at those, and hopefully you can fly pretty cheap and not have to bring too much clothes, or maybe Southwest. I don't know if you have that where you are. But here are so it was diamond and above. I'm going to open that up to emerald and above, barring 2 things. Okay, and then Ashley and Megan, you tell me what you think. Did you hear the message I put in the retreat? Mm-hmm. Do you think that's fair? Mm-hmm. Okay, I just want to make sure we think that's fair. I think it's fair. Okay, so here's the deal. Emerald and above, which means you have one coach on each line. That shows that you're you're in the game, okay? Whether that's like me, a mom and a spouse, it could be, you know, a mom and a best friend if you don't have a spouse yet. It could be a spouse and a best friend if your mom don't want to help you out. It could be, you know, whoever. You could call your grandma and say, hey, I will send you the money. Just let me sign you up for just right now as you grow, okay? That's how a lot of us hit Emerald. It's a choice. It's 100% choice, okay? It says, I'm getting in the game. I want this. I'm willing to do what I need to do to make it happen. And knowing that second challenge pack, you can use that to build your business. Those are samples that you can use. You can do a little Shakeology sample group or whatever. And I can help you with that. Anyway, so you have 10 and above, and you have to hit Success Club 5 in June and July to get to go to the retreat in August. Okay? Success Club 5 is like 2.5 people. And really, now that they've set it up, it's any challenge pack or any Shakeology person, because a Shakeology person now is 2 points as well. And did they make it where you get 1 point if they do an upgrade, a challenge pack upgrade?
I think so.
I think they
can't
did.
remember.
I think if you have somebody on Beachbody On Demand and they upgrade that to the challenge pack, then you get at least 1 point. So
I think that's right.
Yeah, there's several different ways. And it's not so much about the points as it is about, like, this is the marker that indicates that you are growing your business. You're moving your business forward. You're helping people. So we're opening up the retreat. It is, let me tell you the dates if my phone doesn't die on me. Anybody have the dates in front of them?
I think it was the August 10th through the 13th. I think.
10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Yeah. So we might shorten that and do 11th, 12th, and 13th just so we only have 3 nights. Or I guess depending if we're doing the B&B or what we're, so put it on your calendar the 10th through the 13th of August. Because if we do an Airbnb, then we might only want to pay 3 nights for it instead of 4. If we end up taking over the Ashley pad, then she might only want us to be there 3 nights and not 4. Probably the 10th, 11th, and 12th, though, might be it's like y'all can stay forever. I don't care. So as
long as we get to fly together, Acacia.
As long as we get to fly together. Yeah. Hey, and with that being said, I'm probably going to end up bringing Adeline. I don't know. I really wish she would like being done nursing. I don't know if that's going to happen. So, Ashley, you might have to help me find like a sitter that you trust. I could pay so we can like go and do like a girls' night.
Who could maybe watch 2 of them.
Do you have anybody like that around you?
Yeah, for sure. And I think my mom will be around too. So,
well, maybe if your mom and then a sitter, then they can all hold down the kids like one of the nights, and we can go out.
Yeah.
Because both of our girls will be big enough to like we can leave them.
Yeah.
I really think that Eliana could probably stay home. I think it's more me than it is her.
How old is she? How old will she be?
She's 15 months now. So
it's
17 months, 18 months. It's totally me.
I mean, I understand. You left Keone at 18 months, right? Wasn't he 18 months when you left him?
Yeah. I think he was 17. He was 17.
Were you still nursing when you left?
No, he stopped at 13 months, I think. So.
Okay. See, I'm nervous because, like, she's my last one to wean. And I'm kind of like I'm ready because it's been 7 years, but I'm like, do I really want her to wean? So anyway,
Aw,
it's totally me.
I get it. I'm still nursing my 14-month-old. I nursed her to sleep. We actually still bed share, and I put her in the pack and play and switch off and everything. So I don't plan on weaning her anytime soon. So it's tough. I feel what you're going through. It's like you kind of want to, but then you're like, oh, it's because it's good for them, but it's hard. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, Adeline is 12 months. So in August, June, July, August, she'll be like 15 months. She's like my little booby kid. Like I don't see an end in sight. I'm like, seriously, Chica. Like, my other one, she self-weaned around a year, and she took a bottle. So then she had like stored breast milk and then goat's milk, and so I left her at 14 months with her dad when I went to Summit that year. And it was hard. I mean, it was kind of hard, but she wasn't nursing anymore, so it was okay. So I get it, but that's why I'm like, this kid, she's gonna be like, I don't even know. And we have a marriage.
I went to
Huh?
Chicago when my son was 14 months old for 4 days, and I came right back, and the first thing he did was ask to nurse again.
Oh,
So
that though.
he's almost 17 months now, and we're still going.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Oh, that's
because,
awesome.
like, I think I'm not gonna be ready to like officially fully wean, but like, be nice to have a break and then come back. Like be able to come back, and like for her not to be like, what are you doing? Trying to stick this boob in my mouth.
Yeah, no, he picked it right up again.
Okay.
I'm
That's
getting
helpful
mine
for me.
18-month cut off. I'm like, 18 months, so you're getting, kid. You're going to figure something out. Like, I mean, I love her, but I'm already like, okay, I'm ready to have, that and, family planning. Like, I don't see that cycle coming back anytime soon. We'll have to eventually, which I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. She's just a year, but I pretty much 6 more months, I think I'm going to be like, okay, you need to eat more table food and figure out.
This was great, but okay, we're done.
But we're done. And I think it's different, Megan, because you have been nursing a long time, but she's also your last, versus like, I don't know. No judgment, whatever you want to do. Nursing.
It's just like the end of an era, and the end of an era is always hard. Like when we officially like finalized we're not having any more kids, I was like an emotional wreck, and I knew it was what I wanted, but because it's like so wrapped up, like I know that my identity is in Christ, but like
still saying like being
it
a mom
becomes your identity. Like I'm a mom of babies, like that's what I do. So anyway, it's ridiculous and I need to get over it, but it is what it is.
I get it, because whenever I think about not fostering anymore, I'm like, but wait, I'm a foster mom. Like, it's what I do. I get that. Like, it's almost like, well, then who am I if this is not something that I do?
Yeah.
Totally get it.
It's hard.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so those are the rules. So, Success Club 5. This month, it is the 9th right now. You've got 21-ish days. Is it the 9th? Is that what it is?
No, it's the 8th.
8th, look, you got an extra day. So you've got those days. I thought I heard my kid. Okay. You have that many days to hit Success Club 5. That's 3 people, helping 3 people. So this month, next month, and then the goal. Okay, so then let me tell you monetarily, like I have to sit down and look. What we want to happen at the retreat is have photo shoot, which JJ's going to be gone, so we need to look at like, do we know any local photog friends?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to do a photo shoot. We've always hired, like on all the other ones, hired someone to come and do like makeup. So that might be something to do. I'm pretty good at makeup, so that might be something also. And then going and doing, like a photo shoot. We'll do a couple of dinners out. We'll do some training. If we like do it at Ashley's, which would be fabulous, my hope is it's going to be $100 per person, and that's $100 per person, and then like your dinner, if you would pay for dinner, and then during the day we would probably like, keep it like cheaper, like meal, like prep meals and stuff, and like have them at the house. And then so we do like the beach time. Try to make sure we have like a morning workout, and then like time at the beach, and like downtime too. I want downtime because I don't feel like we get enough downtime. So I don't want it to feel like you go to Florida and then there's like all the stuff that we have to do and you don't get to rest.
And we're going to do paddle boarding one day.
Oh, yes. Okay. That would be awesome.
You have me so interested in that.
Oh, I love it so
You guys
much.
could do yoga on it.
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah. I would love to lead like a yoga class. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not that. I don't have that good a balance.
Hey, if you fall in the water. So.
Hey, hold on. My computer's going to die.
Yeah,
I feel like that's her MO. My phone's gonna die. My computer's gonna die.
I've done paddleboarding yoga once, and it was so much fun. I could do that, but I can't surf. I suck at surfing so bad.
I took surfing lessons for 3 hours, and I stood up on the board one time and then ripped my wetsuit.
Oh,
So,
Oh my gosh.
No.
it's so easy here because the waves are like small and you just go on a longboard and it's not
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
we did like the trainer, so he like grabbed the back of your wetsuit and made you stand up on the board, and it was horrifying.
Yeah, it sounds scary.
It was fun. It was fun, but it was scary.
Oh, that's funny. That's like all I did as a teenager. Like every summer I did surf camps because that was an easy way to make money.
That's true.
Well, I also live in St. Louis, so there's not a ton of waves here that I can catch on the regular.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of waves in St. Louis. That's like where I live. Ashley got to see our beautiful mountains and beaches when she came to visit me. She was like, oh my gosh, there's this scenery been my whole life. I mean, there's nothing. There's maybe
A lot of green grass.
It's pretty green, actually.
Yeah.
Still pretty green, surprisingly. We've had quite a bit of rain, and the weather hasn't been so bad. Okay,
We have the arch. That's about it.